In a cursed land, something waits for you in the Storymaster's tales. High up in the wizard's tower, you find Master Quasimore. He has harnessed the power of the mythical Palantir to aid him from the troubles befalling the land. Not being able to leave this place of learning, he reaches out across time and space to find those who can fight the evils that have been prophesied. Are you one of the saviors he seeks?
Sadly, I think, yeah.
Maybe.
All of us.
I'll get me coat.
All right.
Well, welcome all. How are you all today? Oh, we have some new people and past students. Nice to see you again, Jack. How have you been faring?
Nice to meet you.
We're too well. Exploring.
Oh, and very good. And of course, Henrik, how are you? Good.
Thank you. In high spirits.
Well, that's good. I do have an important role for you today, to be my eyes and ears and also reputation, which also precedes the Wizard's Tower. Now, for those who are new here, you have been brought here for good reason. You might not know what that reason is at the moment, but something inside you I need. And maybe something that you don't know is there. Sometimes it's courage, sometimes it's an innate magical power that you're unaware of. Or it might be a purpose, which is yet to be revealed. Morel, are you there? Professor?
Quasimore, it's nice to see you in the comfort of your well-funded office.
Well, I know you're only about 3 floors up from me, so, have you been tidying there? It looks like your shelves are unusually clear.
I'm running low on supplies, and perhaps I might require a little jaunt into the woods to re-up on raw materials. Plus, drinks are running rather low. I'm going to deal with crushed beetle.
Well, I'm afraid I'm not going to be sending you to the woods today. Now, for those who are new and those who have been here before, we do pay you some money for just turning up.
Really?
And learning. Indeed, it's not a great amount. It used to be.
But then what happened?
Well, I'll tell you in a moment, Rollo. It used to be 10 gold coins.
Oh.
However, unfortunately, today it is only 5 gold coins.
5? Ooh.
I know, 5 is a lot of money. Your name is John. Yes,
Honest, John.
I might need your services. I have an inkling I know who you are, John.
What? It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I was never there.
No. I just know that you're very, ears to the ground, I think they say.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I hear a lot of things in Folklore, yes.
Indeed. Well, I'll come back to you in a moment. Now, for those who are here, there's a few of you who might have connections with the maybe slightly darker and... Nell, you're smiling there. An unfamiliar thing for you to do, but it seems you're grinning from ear to ear. Your services may well be vital.
That's good. I'm looking to make my own way out from under my current employer.
Okay, well, look, there are many eyes and ears. You may not know who to trust at the moment. I don't blame you one little bit. But there has been a robbery, a theft, a thug.
I didn't do it.
No, I don't think you were there, Eric. But maybe you are familiar with who might have done this deed.
Wait,
Everything
they haven't stolen the wine, have they?
Not the wine, no, they have unfortunately stolen some money that was coming here that was in a trunk. Now, there's also an artifact an artifact that was in this trunk that was also taken. Now, the money is obviously important, but it's the artifact that is more important than anything else. It is something which has been transported a long way, and unfortunately, when Master Gibbs, who is a helper here at the Wizard's Tower, Morel, can you describe Master Gibbs from here?
Well, he's a hirsute, loping individual. He's got very long arms. He makes a lot of noises.
Gibbs? Hello.
Yes, he's marginally hairier than you, Quasimodo.
Well, dare you. This is Master Gibbs. He is an helper here at the Wizard's Tower. He's very
strong. Providing varying degrees of help.
Hello, Master Gibbs.
So he's well trained, is he?
Well, he does like to work here. We got him as a little baby, baby chimp, and we raised him, and he has learnt many things beyond his normal kind. But he also does, occasionally go and do some fetching and going. Now, normally, he's very good at it, because he is stronger than his size might suggest. But it seems that, he was robbed.
Oh.
Now, do you have any questions for him?
Well, does he talk? Do you talk?
Well, he may talk to those who have the communication skills with animals. Or otherwise, I am happy to communicate your question. Well, he'll understand.
I have a question for you, Quasimodo. If he keeps slipping up again, as Gibbs is wont to do, I could use someone of his bone structure and robust nature. If you ever decide to, perhaps...
No, you are not dissecting him.
No, I wouldn't take him apart. I would really...
Well, can you juggle, I wonder? Juggle, what instruments can he play?
He's not very musical, I'm afraid, Eric. He does occasionally hit things quite rhythmically, drums and small pots and pans and so. But I think.
Quasimodo, are you allowed to tell us what this artifact was? You know that.
I'm glad you brought us back to the main point. No, I cannot. And when you find the trunk, you are not permitted to open it.
Can we?
Has it got the money in it?
Does Gibbs know what it is?
You have the monies, John. You have your 5 gold, but it's all you're getting at the moment. Now, I tell you what, if you do manage to retrieve this, I will pay you the other 5. So you will get 10 for a successful venture.
So wait a minute, Quasimodo, what we are looking for is a trunk, because we're not allowed to know what the artifact is inside it. Is that right?
It's a rather specific trunk.
Is there any distinguishing features on the trunk?
Yeah, well, you could. Do you want to ask? It may have changed. You could ask him if you want. Ozzy, you have a question?
Yes, I wanted to ask Master Gibbs if he did see the person who robbed him.
Good question.
He did not. He said it was a dark alleyway. It was a shortcut from the port where the trunk came from, through the back streets, and then he was. He was robbed, dragged backwards, knocked out, and the trunk, when he awoke, was gone.
I don't see transporting something so important without sufficient guards.
I have a question.
Yes, of course. Renfield, yes.
If we're not allowed to look in the trunk, how will we know the artifact is inside?
It has been bound and sealed. Okay, we always sealed the trunk so that we know whether it has been tampered with on its journey.
Would this be a magical seal?
It is a magical seal, indeed. Well done, Ozzy. Yes, indeed. Anyone who opens it will get a very unpleasant shock.
Oh.
Is this magic item trackable with a tracking wand?
Possibly open safely.
Does it have a tracking wand? Would that be useful for a tracking wand?
I have one. I just wondered if we could pick up its remnants of its magic, this magic item with our wand we have.
Well, not really. That only tells you if there are footprints. Maybe you could follow footprints. That is an idea. If you can go to the alleyway, perhaps.
Yeah, where was Master Gibbs robbed?
Where was it? It was near. Okay, well, it was in Threatlaw Town. It is a place near. Gibbs, come back. Goodness me, he keeps wandering off. He's got a very short attention span.
Quasimodo, do you suspect any involvement from the Midnight Crows, seeing as they seem to control all robbery and thievery in the town?
I hope not.
Well, not all. There are
Not all of it. Not all of it.
Now. Midnight Crows don't want to be bringing them into it, surely. Just asking for trouble there. Best leave them well alone.
Harry, is this professional jealousy that control all of it?
No, I'm a newbie. I'm a new kid on the block.
Well, is anyone else familiar with the Midnight Crows?
Oh.
Any other gangs that we should be worried about?
Well, perhaps we could ask those who are a bit, well, I cannot think of a better word, shadier. Toflin, Nell, any ideas?
Has conveniently disappeared at the moment.
Honest John, seeing as you seem to be aware of the Midnight Crows and the one involved, who else do you think it may be?
Well, I wouldn't be, how shall we say, dropping anyone in it. There's a lot of people out there who've got an interest in things that come in trunks that go clinky, clinky, rattly, rattly, and possibly smell of gold and other such things. Yes. Now, they tend to frequent taverns. And if you want to find, how shall I say, someone who's got something to celebrate, like a whacking great haul, then I'd find them in a tavern, I would say.
I know of a man who may be able to help you. Here's a lead of ours, John Swede. Now, he's not in Threatlaw. I think some of you have met him.
Yeah.
It's a distinct possibility that he may...
A trader.
He's a trader. That's right, Eric. Have you met him?
Yes, we have. I bought a lucky charm from him, I believe, last time.
Oh, right.
He's also a very good gambler.
I mean, I've met him. He ripped me off.
He ripped you off? Okay, well, you have to take that up with him, I'm afraid.
Beware.
Yes, as they say, caveat emptor. You seem
Okay,
very
I
quick
see what
to
I'll
judge books by their covers.
Maybe you say it, Professor.
Yes, I'm not going to say anything. He does occasionally find us things, and he is quite good at that.
Professor,
yes.
If they've already tampered with the chest by the time we find it, what kind of injuries should we be looking for?
Oh, good question.
Okay, well, if they have no fingers, possible they have tried to open it.
Oh, that's
good to know.
Yeah.
Will the chest be marked with anything if it came from the docks? Do they have to
if it's been
assay
tampered
it?
with, certainly blood. But ordinarily, it is a triangular box. Yeah, I say box. It's triangular. I can't really call it a box. Container. It has several drawers. It would have most certainly many wax seals because we have used it many times. If it has been completely untampered, it will still have the rope binding upon it.
Oh.
Does it stand up?
It does stand up. You're correct.
Ah.
Yes.
How big is it?
Well, I'd say it's about so large. It's quite big.
Ooh.
If it was standing on this table, it would be above my head.
Gonna need some
How did that all by himself? I'm impressed.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, he is strong. Look at him.
To look for the chest.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to leave for the moment. I will shortly be sending you to the crow's nest to talk to John. Okay. Meanwhile, you can discuss your action. Oh, by the way, does anyone have any spells or any items that they wanted me to identify and perhaps help you with anything you found on a previous quest?
Can you recharge spells?
I can, but it does take an overnight ritual. And I'm afraid, unless you are a wizard, it will cost you some money. We are not, unfortunately, funded by anything else other than donations and help from those that wish our aid.
Times are tough.
Per time.
Sorry, how much? Well, it depends.
How much is it per time?
It does depend what it is.
For a recharge.
Well, a scroll, if it is a minor spell, it would be maybe 1 or 2 gold coins. something more like a large ritual, well, that could cost anything up to 100 gold. It does depend on what we need to do to it.
I think I'd rather steal one.
Can I recharge my talk to the animal spell, please?
Of course, you may. You'll have to leave it with me, I'm afraid. And then
Yes, no worries.
Okay, and you have the money? Good.
Yeah. How much?
I'll do 1 gold coin for you. That sounds
perfect.
Reasonable. Right, okay, I shall be back.
Just wondering, how do I use this lucky charm, which I did not use last time?
The lucky charm. Okay, all you need to do is place it around your neck. Okay, when you only use it, it might make you lucky. You'll never know. Just tell me when you want to use it. Now, you will hear my voice. I may come back later on as well. But for the moment, I'm going to go, and I will see some of you later on. Well, hopefully all of you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Very well.
Goodbye, Quasimodo.
Good sir, the bard amongst you. I didn't catch your name, Mr. Bard.
Eric Levi.
Eric, that looked like a very interesting lucky charm there. Almost like gambling dice, I'd say. How did you come to get it?
Well, I bought it for the trader on our last journey with these fine fellows and ladies.
I think you bought it from the fortune teller, didn't you?
Fortune teller. Oh, yes, thank you. It was fortune teller.
Selling fortune makes sense.
Xena was her name?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm curious, if this Gibbs is supposedly quite strong and someone dragged them back and overpowered them, this concerns me that whoever's done this is either multiple people or someone who can overpower a chimpanzee. Which
yeah, so maybe I'm not going into that fight.
They'd be able to overpower him if they had some magical help as well.
Perhaps they lured him away with a cup of PG tips.
Or perhaps a giant humanoid, like an ogre. An ogre is involved in this, I suspect.
I hope not. But
I think you're very, very illuminated and amusing and extensive with your theories, but let me tell you, as a resident member of the faculty, Gibbs is bribable with naught more than a fresh banana, should you have one important.
Well, would that suggest that someone from the port bribed him? It'd have to be imported from the tropics, wouldn't it?
Bananas are very rare.
They are, but somehow he always finds them. He's always got one hidden away.
Duly noted. I'm also
You
concerned.
know him quite well then, Morris. You know Gibbs quite well.
Far more than I would like to.
Are you still talking about the monkey?
He's built up to be far more.
Independent seafaring sailors, he always has something
Just a simple
interesting to sell. Unless
Anyway, to the pub.
he's too busy
I'm parched.
You may
And this
also find
beetle
that he
juice
has
isn't
some
hitting the
interesting
spot.
gossip, as he's very fond of
The
talking
landlord.
stories.
Hello, John.
Hello, Mr. Swede.
We'll see you all.
Yeah, John, I have a bone to pick with you, which is that this red glass you sold us is just red glass.
I didn't
Look at
say
it.
anything other than red glass. I said I've got these very strange red things and don't know what they are. You decide to buy it, chump.
I've made a nice necklace out of mine, see, so at least, there's something from it.
Oh, that's very pretty.
Well, what can I do you for? Hey, honest, how you doing, mate? How you doing?
It's good to see you, my dear fellow.
Well, comrade, he's a lovely fellow, hey?
Honest by name, honest by nature, that's me.
I know. What? I've got a link to with someone. He's here. Where is he? Harry.
That's
Hello.
me. Hello.
Oh, there's the fella I said will get you into that place.
Thank you very much indeed.
I mean,
Yes.
Harry, you holding out on us? Get us into one place.
fella, where is he?
You know I'm a quiet person.
Yeah, and where's the other one?
Which other one?
Over here.
Hairy fella. There's a hairy fella that you came in with. Harry, where's he?
Harry,
Over here, sir.
Oh, hello there. Didn't see you there, Scott in the dock. So many people in here, couldn't quite see you, sir. I recognise you. I just want to give that little beard a rubber. It's lovely. It's almost as good as mine. Look at that. Hey.
I'm working on it, sir. I aspire to have one like yours.
Well, what can I do you for today?
What you got?
Have you got anything to sell?
Of course I got things to sell. What do you think I'm like now? I've got these boots. Do you like these boots? Got boots.
And what good are they?
Yeah, they magic boots.
Look at that. No, they're just boots. Look at that. I think they're like fit. They certainly fit. Morel, they fit you, mate. They fit you. Look at that. They might be magical. They might be. You want to check?
How about the feet that once inhabited them? Do you have any raw materials for sale this week?
They ain't got no feet. What do you say? Any raw materials?
Someone?
Oh, you mean you want the feet in? No, don't do that. But
How much are your boots, John?
They might help you. He's always down the old graveyard, aren't you, John? yeah. Right, tell you what.
Got to keep it stashed somewhere, haven't I?
You what?
I said I've got to keep it stashed somewhere, haven't I?
Like, quiet, mate. Quiet.
Hey, you're not after some more brandy or baccy, are you, by any chance?
I'm more savvy than that, mate. I'll tell you what I do have, though. I've got a bit of a confession, to be honest with you. When I got someone knocked me on the head, right? I got up because I'm strong and I'm good and I'm John. Hey! 2 Johns together. Now, unfortunately, I fell on top of all my stock.
No.
Carrying a bag with me and it crushed it. So, I've got some things which are going to be a very, very good price for you all.
Because they're broken, right?
I want to let me show you what I've got. This, okay, it almost ripped in half. It's a scroll. Look at this, it's tatters. But it's a good one. It might, I reckon, this will give you one last spell before it breaks.
What spell is it?
Yeah, what spell
I'll tell you, it's Veil of Invisibility.
Oh, I'll take it.
Hang on.
Don't care. I'll take it.
Shall I read what it does?
No, don't care. I'll take it.
How much is it?
Right, that'll cost you
Amazing.
5 gold coins.
Oh, I got it.
Should we not give it to one of the rogues?
The rogues is
Very good discount.
They don't need help.
Don't worry, if we need it, we can get it.
Yeah.
Well,
You set up for it.
discount. I'll tell you, normally this costs at least 20 gold coins.
20?
But
For
it's
its
been
last
ripped.
use. 1 gold coin, surely.
No, I'll tell you, that'll be 5.
I mean, as spells go, honest, Mr. Swede, it's no fireball. I mean, you could use this to sneak past something, sure, or menace the public baths, but I've seen bigger and better spells.
Yeah, but I mean, spells are not easy to come by.
No, I'm very much considering it.
You could use that, sneak behind someone, rob them, sneakily and cheekily pickpocket them, and then wander back and no one see you. They might, however, see something wandering past. That might be a slight problem.
Might be
giveaway.
It's well worth taking, I think, if we're gonna infiltrate these pub of cutthroats or something.
No shells, got it.
That Rolo, you're braver than I thought. Well, I'll tell you what, if you do that, right, go with John. Honest John. Yeah. John, you lead them to the Merry Pig. Now, the Merry Pig, I've heard. Well, I know, you can, look, boy, Harry, tell them.
Yes, I've been scoping the Merry Pig for quite a while now. We're pretty much certain that it's a den for the Midnight Crows. So
you have to be right careful.
I mean,
they don't let anyone in.
Invisibility would help there.
Yeah, I mean, saying I'm brave about it, well, it's a bit of an exaggeration.
Your price doesn't match the goods, though. You need to lower your price. We need it for something fairly more useful than pickpocketing or anonymous bottom slapping. We're on a mission, you see.
Yeah, right. all very important. Save the world, all that kind of bollocks. There, right. Well, tell you what I've got. Something else that I fell on.
Oh.
I've got this box. Now,
What does that do?
It's got this owl on it.
An owl?
Oh, an owl, Doctor. You've been meeting the owl?
Shove in your face. How's that? You see that?
Oh, it's a lovely owl. Yes.
I'm interested in purchasing that box. Name of your price.
Norwegian craft, I believe. Norwegian now.
Yeah, I know, it's nice, isn't it? But and what it does, it seems to, look, it's broken on the hinge there.
Oh.
Right, it's got
Put your pedal on it.
little draw. It's got a little symbol on it as well there. Not sure it closes, but I reckon that looks quite special. What do you think?
I will purchase this box. Name your price, then subtract 5.
Name my price.
You're a hard man to deal with,
Name
Doctor.
my price. Wow, of course, okay. Well, I named my price at 50 gold coins, mate.
You subtract 5 from it.
Right,
50 gold coins, sir. I'll happily pay you 25.
What?
25? Whoa.
For a box with an owl.
It's a very important owl.
I reckon if someone's like mechanically minded, they might be able to fix it up. Right, and
then I'm your man, sir.
I don't know, some of those high polloys, you know, up in the posh houses, you sell that for maybe 100.
I'm good at fixing up, but I think that's beyond my help.
Yeah, but the Doctor is a natural philosopher, right?
You don't want it.
Perhaps if we pull our cash together, each of us share our 5.
Are you suggesting that I put in my 5 gold for this man to buy a box with an owl? If I knew how easy it was to get all people like you to give me money for junk, I'd be in the alleys every day.
Hey, what are you saying, junk? I don't sell junk here. Look,
Except for that classic you sold me. But I did buy.
They are beautiful glass beads.
You still have pretty good wine.
No, they're not beautiful red glass beads.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
What's
but you
in the
sold them as
bottle?
bloodstones,
That's
sir.
what I know.
You know what?
You sold
What's
them
in
as
the bottle?
What's in the bottle? Nothing's empty. I'll just demonstrate what nice things I had.
Ah.
Yeah.
Would you like some brandy to go in it?
Yeah. Oh, not half. You've got some brandy then.
Yours for the usual price.
Oh, good. Yeah, half price. That's what I like to hear. Well, I tell you what. Have you got a barrel? Just a small barrel. Just a one about that big. Just a little, one about that would fill this up about 4 times.
Well, I could come to an arrangement, but it's going to cost you a bit more.
Cost me a bit more. Tell me then, John, what is it?
5 gold on top of the normal price. What do you say?
5 gold more?
Yep.
What? And then you get this?
Yeah, why not?
Right.
There are easier ways to get a battered old box in this town.
Seeing as it's coming out to the Yuletime festival, right? I'll do it. I'll do that, and you can come to my party. I'm having a party here.
Ooh.
Free drinks all night.
Okay.
Is that 3 drinks or 3 drinks all night?
3!
So, Mike, that's not much of a party.
But I have not specified what drinks they are.
Yeah, fair enough.
You want in
so long as
drinks on
it's
the-
not spring water, we know what the spring water does.
We know all about that.
Yeah.
Right. I've had someone saying they couldn't hear me. Can you not hear me?
It's better.
Yes, we can.
I can hear fine.
Oh, the doctor needs a clear.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, that's right then. Right, now, do you want to buy this then? You're going to swap this for a barrel?
Plus 5 gold and it's yours.
Right, there we go. Done, mate. Yeah, right, now, do you have anything that you want to ask me? Anything that you want to, perhaps,
Have you heard about any missing chests from the port?
What? Apart from the normal ones, eh? No.
This was a special one.
Right, they're all special to me, mate. Yeah.
Master Gibbs got knocked on the head and they stole it.
Oh, that monkey? Oh, poor
Yeah,
thing.
he's a big
Poor
monkey.
thing.
Yeah, you said you got knocked on the head, didn't you?
Did anybody actually buy that invisibility spell?
What? What's it, Rollo?
Did anybody
Rochelle
buy the
did.
invisibility spell?
I was
Rochelle
going
did.
to.
Did you see any large individuals the Dragon Master gives?
Yeah, right, okay. Well, that's everything. Anything else?
I've got a tip for you, though.
All right, go on.
Well, you've heard them talk of this box that's been stolen. It's a bit triangular. If it comes your way, whatever you do, mate, don't try and open it. It's got magic on it. Rip your bloody fingers off it, Will.
What?
Nasty.
I can't do that. I need my fingers.
Yeah. So if you hear anyone trying to fence it, like, just let Honest Johnny know.
I will.
And I'll make sure it's taken off your hands and you keep your fingers.
Yeah, one job for another. That'll be right. I'll shake you by the hand by that. Nice one, mate. Thank you. Good. Right,
Did we get the invisibility spell, or we gave up because it was ripped?
The one with the necklace bought it, I believe.
I tried to buy it. I don't know if my money's good here anymore.
Yeah, it is yours. Yeah, it's 4 5. Yeah.
All right, fabulous. Thank you.
There you go. You tell you that I'll go gift wrapped it, and you can keep yourself company for a little bit.
You can put it in my box if you like.
Did you buy the owl box?
I put it in the box.
Got it.
Yeah.
he swapped it.
Because it's half ripped doesn't mean I'm only half invisible.
It doesn't seem that we learned much here.
No,
Doctor, can you tell everyone why the owl is significant? Oh.
We definitely learned something.
You're a silence, Doctor, yeah.
So the reason that I'm so interested and so keen on purchasing that owl box is for the past month or so, I've been visited by Oliver, an owl friend. And also, there happens to be a carving of an owl up in my little clock tower. Looks something like, give me a moment. Looks something like this. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh God.
Hold it in front of you.
Your palantir appears to be faulty, my friend.
Was it the case, Doctor, do I remember right, that we talked to Professor Wolfenden about it, and he said the symbolism of it may be a god or something?
From what I remember, the symbolism is the god of owls, which I believe is god of knowledge.
I see.
Doctor.
We've had several people try to communicate with Oliver, try to figure out what he wants. So far, he's been rather terse. But he turns up every night at around, what times was it? 11 or so?
11 o'clock, yeah.
Athena's also the symbol.
Got it written down.
God.
Doctor.
Hello.
Oh, Quasimodo.
Oh, hello.
Right, hello. Right, so we have this item here now.
The box.
And yes, well, let's have a proper look at it in a moment. We also
More
have
box.
a very torn spell. Who was having this?
Me.
Not me.
Yeah.
There we are, my dear. Okay. There we go. Shall I read it to you so you know what it does?
Yes, please.
Okay, now, a powerful spell that will allow you to choose one target not to see you for a duration of 5 minutes. Okay, so it doesn't actually make you invisible so much. It makes them not be able to see you. Other people will be able to see you.
But they won't.
Yeah. Now, you will need some kind of hat or helmet to wear, okay, that you can cast upon it, and then it will make yourself disappear.
What about a veil or
a veil would be beautiful, absolutely. Use a veil. Very good idea.
Quasimodo, does the fact that John actually crushed it make any difference to the spell?
Sorry, say that again.
Does the fact that John crushed it and it got ripped make any difference?
It's luckily it's still intact, just about, but I don't think it will survive another recharging. It is quite damaging sometimes, and maybe I think this is, yes, the last time you're about to use it.
One use only sort of thing.
So use it very wisely. Now, this item here looks fascinating.
It's mine!
Okay, well, let me tell you for what it is first. I think the doctor has a certain amount of interest in it. Is that right?
Yeah.
That is correct, sir.
But
if Honest John promises to take good care of it, he can hold on to it for now.
Oh, I'd be interested in selling it on to you, maybe for your medical services. Should I get poorly? I've got this boil, you see. I'd really like to have
No, John, no, not now, sir. Okay, now there is a symbol upon it. Can you see this?
I can.
Okay, some kind of symbol upon it, and actually, hold on. If I turn it, seems to have a. Oh, it has a little winder here as well.
Ooh.
Let me see if I can.
Oh.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Eric?
Does anyone recognize the tune?
No.
It's not Greensleeves.
Do not recognize that at all, unfortunately. No.
Let's hear it again.
Okay, let's turn it up.
Doesn't sound Western.
Sounds Oriental.
Yes.
It's very pretty.
I remember hearing in Hubei some past there.
Okay, and then there is, of course, this owl upon it as well.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Right. Let's open it up. Maybe there's something there. No, I don't think that does anything particularly. There's a little drawer here as well at the back.
Oh, what's in it?
Nothing, I'm afraid. It is empty. Whatever it was probably taken out in haste.
Is it magic at all?
It doesn't feel magical, no. No. Maybe the tune is something which we should concentrate.
A password, perhaps.
Maybe. Well, this is for you to maybe find out at some stage.
I think your bardic friend's the best person to look into compositions.
Indeed, yes, indeed. And it does sound like it is an unusual tune. Maybe if it was near the port, it could have come from anywhere.
Yeah.
Indeed. Now, let's go to the business of, did you find any information about maybe where this box has traveled to?
Well, we know where it ain't. It ain't been fenced yet.
Has not been fenced.
No.
Yes.
If you nicked it and you wanted to make some money out of it, you'd fence it to John Swede, sure as eggs are eggs.
It was acting very suspiciously.
And John Swede was knocked on the head.
Yes, he'd been hit as well, so it's possible whoever clonked him on the head is the same person who clonked Gibbs on the head.
Ah, okay. Well, did they rob John Swede?
I tried to ask, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make out what he said, so did anyone else hear his response when I asked him?
Mostly he damaged his own goods.
There we go. Nell's got it.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's possible they knocked him out, then suddenly realised who he was.
He was selling quite a lot of junk.
Yeah, they realised that he hadn't got anything worth actually robbing from him.
Yes.
Well, I suppose it is possible indeed. Okay, now, did we find a location perhaps where our box has been taken?
I mean, we talked about the Midnight Crows, but that was sort of a subplot. We talked about the Merry Pig. I don't know, but
Merry Pig. Okay, well, I think
that's because we remember.
John, are you familiar with the Merry Pig?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anyone else familiar with the Merry Pig Inn?
Well, Morgan and I have been watching it all week, and nothing's coming through the front door.
2 weeks we've been watching it for now, sir.
Okay, well, thanks for mentioning it. Good. Okay, so can you tell us about what you've seen then, if you've been watching it so carefully?
We really haven't seen anything that much.
You've seen nothing?
No.
Sounds right.
People come and go. People go, but don't come.
More people go in than come out.
Well, that is something, is it not?
Yeah.
John
Could this be?
said you could go in somewhere?
No, they said that more people go in than come out.
He said something to Harry. It was very, very cryptic.
about getting him in somewhere, but then of course Harry didn't tell us where the inn was unless it is actually an inn.
It was probably the Mary
King
Pig.
Street, isn't it?
Or
Well,
like
we
an
didn't
inn,
announce this conversation.
like a Merry Pig Inn.
Okay, well, in that case, I would like you to go to the Merry Inn and see if you can infiltrate it and possibly find out what is going on.
Well, in truth, Quasimodo, we brought it up as a sort of side issue. We don't actually know that the artifact's on there.
No, we don't.
Oh, we've been told.
Trying to find.
I can tell you now.
Okay.
If you want to find a robber, you go to where robbers drink. Merry Pig Inn.
Well, we haven't got any better leads. It's worth a try.
Does sound a bit scary, John, to be honest.
Oh, you could get your gizzard slit, no trouble there. But they do like a gambler.
Yeah, what we found is the Merry Pig is a gambling den. And apparently, if you can, apologies, said apparently in the Merry Pig, if you can't pay your dues, you disappear. There's supposed to be access to the underground keep in there.
Theory has it. It's Draco.
Well, who's good at gambling amongst us? Harry?
Or who has an item?
I do gamble. I wouldn't say I was any good at it.
I believe Eric has a good luck charm similar to a gambling apparatus.
Now, one thing I'd like you to do, if you do come across anyone that you think is going to be connected with the Midnight Crows, now, the last thing we want to do is start a war with them. Okay, now I am appealing to those who have the slightly sort of more subtle approaches in combat, and also those who are gifted with magic to maybe do things that, you know, might not draw too much attention. Did you get my drift?
Yes, I'm quiet.
You want to go in quiet, like, then that's what it sounds like.
I feel targeted with that comment, Professor.
Should
All I have is I want to have a
outside?
quiet word with them because they have some money of mine, and I just want to have a quiet discussion regarding money that I'm due.
Well, I suppose a different way to put it then is who would be quietest and subtlest amongst us.
I'm very selfish.
The magic user here. Do you have any magic which might be useful?
Well, for front, I masquerade as the entertainment for the evening as a distraction. Play songs as a distraction from the front door while you.
No way, you're quiet, Eric. They're going to see you coming a mile off.
Yeah, I'm not sure there are people who appreciate music or entertainment by the sound.
I hate to sound obvious about it, but do I not have an invisibility spell that someone could use?
No, only for one person. Though.
In answer to your question, Professor, with magic, unfortunately, all I'm really able to do at the moment is talk to the spirits of those who've passed on, or if someone has passed on recently.
Back alley. Perhaps there are enough murdered spirits in back alley we could interrogate. We'll leave it up to you, Dr. Henrik.
Yes, I'm sorry, there's another matter that I was drawn attention to, which has slipped my mind. Now, I believe one of you is looking for a fellow wizard.
Starmore.
Yes, Jack. Yes, obviously, Starmore was a professor here as well, and you say he has gone missing. Can you enlighten us any further than this?
Well, he went off on one of his travels, as you're well aware he is wont to do, even when he was a professor. But I haven't heard from him for a good few months. And to be honest, I was expecting him back quite some time ago. So no news is.
Was he seen near any place like the woods?
Well, there are many people here. Has anyone seen a wizard in the woodlands?
Last time I managed to hear of him, he was going out to Dracodeep. He wanted to chart the catacombs.
Oh, okay, that is
perhaps not the smartest plan, but he is very well prepared.
He did not sanction that with me.
Oh, did he?
Try to see if I can give you a definite answer, yes or no, as to whether he's still.
Yeah, he may not be coming back.
Well, okay, well, Henrik here could tell us whether he is alive or dead.
If you care, I can have a go at that.
Yes, that'd be very useful, thank you.
Morel, can you supervise this as well? He is one of your students, a past student. I'm not sure how advanced.
Must I? I mean, was always very reckless. As for the paperwork of sanctioning expeditions,
Yes, we
I
won't be
could
bothered
perhaps
about
do this if you
sanctioning
could
for the
fast-
moment.
Well, maybe you could fast track some of my experiments with the others. I mean, I'm so tied up in the ethical release forms. If you could do that, I could be persuaded.
Okay, right. Okay, Henrik, it is down to you, and Morel will just watch, I think.
Not at all, not at all. Let me just see if I can get the right incantation here. Okay, and we go through here, we utter the correct thing, and...
This isn't going to put any of us in danger, is it? Don't want any magical blowback.
It's
all right. Magic doesn't really exist. We're perfectly safe.
Dr. Feelgood,
Everyone quiet, please. Let him concentrate. He needs silence.
Call upon the spirit of Star. I call to see who answers. I cast my name out into the void. See who... Well, good news and bad news. Good news is his spirit's not passed on. Bad news, but it's on the edge.
Oh.
It's not, yes, that, don't always get a reaction like that unless it's an edge case, but Starmore's not dead yet, but not in
working on it.
I mean, I'm worried about this. Does this mean we have to go and rescue him?
Well, it means I do, certainly, and I'd appreciate the help.
Okay, well, there seems to be lots of things happening today, doesn't there? Okay, now I think that the thing I want you to do at the moment is to follow John and Harry down to the Merry Pig. And did you say possibly there is an entrance in a possible way?
Allegedly, there is an entrance, yes.
Yes, and there's a password we have to say as well. Who sent us?
Which is what?
Well, hold
Blue
on.
Sparrow.
Okay, good. Let's hope that works still. Good luck, everyone.
What was that, Harry? Sorry, Moose Sparrow.
Blue Sparrow.
Blue Sparrow.
I'm going to make you all quiet for the moment. You're going to have to make yourself talk shortly. As you follow Harry and John down the streets, you come across the Merry Pig Inn. Now, it's a very strange place because there's no one inside apart from a rather drunk-looking innkeeper. Oh, my, what are you all doing? Yeah? Password, please. Password, can't hear you!
Blue Sparrow, mate!
Oh, what?
Blue Sparrow?
Sparrow? Blue Sparrow? No, that's not it! Boys? You want me to call the boys? I'll give you one more chance.
I'm just going out. Sorry about that. Wrong place.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourselves.
Hearing keeper? Honest Johnny, huh? I understand.
Oh, John, I've heard of you. I've heard of you. I don't like
brandy,
you.
aren't ya?
Where's my gun? Where's my gun gone?
Oh, no need for that, no need for that. I've got some lovely cheap brandy, all yours, no problem.
Oh, brandy, yeah. I like brandy. Where's it from?
Hey, I'm from Folklore, and these are my friends.
Where's the brandy from?
Oh, from across the water, under the noses of the soldiers, you see. That's why it's so cheap.
I don't like French. I don't like French brandy.
You don't like French brandy? Right. Well, I've got some wine, and baccy. Oh, yeah, all cheap. No duty, no tax.
I've got the boys downstairs and I'll call them if you're not coming out with a password. You better come on the password.
I'll be back in a moment.
Harry, you got any passwords?
He's got last week's password.
Yes, it seems to have been changed. Does anyone know what to?
It's not Moose Sparrow.
Is it password?
Is it Blue Sparrow?
Yeah.
No, he's not Blue Sparrow. Bloody idiot. Why is he
Blue Sparrow
Blue Sparrow?
Central.
How about a loose sparrow?
Nah, you.
How many attempts do we have?
Shall we just go and discuss this outside before we try into the bar?
Having a plan seems like a good idea to me.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait here then. I won't listen to you.
We'll be right back.
Well,
Harry, I thought you said it was Blue Sparrow.
Yeah, I thought you said it was Blue
Master
Sparrow.
MacLeod, it seems that John Swede has betrayed us somewhat.
Shock of shocks. John Swede is a liar.
I told
Well,
you.
all this information was old.
I think what we needed to do was get Harry to say it.
It could just be wrong.
It could just be misheard, yeah.
I mean, the man is several sheets to the wind, so maybe it has to be delivered in a way his drink-addled brain can understand. Or as you say, whoever's saying it is what matters. Maybe it's just a matter of enunciation.
Is there any way we can... how did you hear it in the first place? You heard people going in and out who were giving over the...
No, John Swede showed us the way to the Merry Pig.
Oh.
How about we take Zosha's invisible spell, and either me or Nell will just creep past him while you guys are keeping him distracted.
There's only one person.
Yeah, so either me or Nell. Both of us are rogues. Nell's more experienced than I am.
Sorry. Do we know where the entrance is, or is it a secret like tap the rock type deal?
We'd have to explore the building, surely.
The trouble here is, if you go in and you found out the Midnight Crows are going to be very upset.
Oh, yeah.
You're very much asked by the professor not to go in and causing trouble, so yeah, subtle is the needed.
I'm quite subtle.
I believe that Morgan is going unheard. Has he tried his Palantir?
Yep. And click the red symbol and you should be able to be heard.
There you
Yeah,
are.
it was very...
There we go.
Turns out the Palantir has 2 buttons.
Ah, yes. Now, what were you saying?
The password we were told was to tell them that the Blue Sparrow sent us.
Oh.
If it's a passphrase.
So I think Morgan should give it a go.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, it should be someone different. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Failing that, we'll send somebody back to John and ask if it's changed.
Yeah, it is possible they change it every week or something.
But also, we didn't say Blue Sparrow has sent us. We just said Blue Sparrow.
We just said Blue Sparrow.
Yeah, maybe don't give full password.
Right.
Well,
so Morgan or Harry, do you want to give that a go?
Why don't we go in? Why don't we go in groups then?
What
once
we play the music box's music, use it as a password.
No, if Harry and me go in first and we use the password, if we don't come back out, we've got through.
All right then.
Go
You
for
okay
it.
with that, Harry?
If by the sword you die by it.
The girls are
And you take
back
care,
again.
Harry.
You what?
Good evening, sir.
What, yeah?
The Blue Sparrow sent us.
Oh, the Blue Sparrow sent you today? The Blue Sparrow? You don't want the password of the Blue Sparrow sent you? That bastard, he owes me money, that Blue Sparrow. He thinks he can come here. You're friends with him, are you? Are you
No,
friends with
he
him?
owes us money as well. I was hoping to win it back.
Money. He's all right.
He told me if I came here, I would have the opportunity to win it.
He's right about that. Yeah, you got plenty of gold, have you? You got plenty of gold. I'll tell you what, if you come in here and you spend your gold, you'll be welcome.
We could both win, because if I win my gold back, then you get your gold off him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you give him a good kicking from me, I'll let you downstairs, all right?
I think that's a deal, and as an honourable man, I'm going to have to give him a kick.
Fine, fine, fine. If you really want that, I'm gonna have a little sit down, I think. Yeah. Oh. Okay, he does seem to be asleep, so it does look like possibly there's a way down, downstairs into the cellar, perhaps.
What I should do is wave, without saying anything, wave to the others to tiptoe in.
Okay. All right. Is it safe to go?
All right.
Just don't wake the innkeeper.
Okay.
Okay.
Go down the steps. You enter. Strange little place. Inside, a man with a red beard. Someone's guarding a door. It's rather suspicious to me. There's a box.
That's it.
Oh, the might I doing? Oi. That brings you here.
We hear it's the best place in town to have a game.
Yeah, right there. Absolutely. Very nice to see you. So what game takes your fancy?
What games do you have to offer, sir? Sounds from the broke that you're from where we are.
Really? Oh, hang on 1 second. Oh.
Make it dice. Ask for a dice game. Remember the parts.
What?
Do you have any games of bones going on?
Oh. I tell you what I have. I've got 2 games for you. I've got one which is...
Dice.
No, not with dice. I don't do dice games. I've got one which is with cups. And I've got one with cards.
What do you think, Morgan?
Well, we've always done well when we're deep in our cups.
You have to follow him, right?
A toast to that.
Where's the lady hiding?
How much you have to pay to...
What's the buy-in?
Well, what do you want to win?
The box.
What have you got? Is that the...
Yeah.
Well, that's a big prize, isn't it?
We have coin.
Okay, well, I'd say it is going to be a 50 gold stick.
That's a hefty buy-in. Is the box worth 50?
Oh, I think it's worth at least that.
What's inside the box?
I don't know what's inside it. Look at
Why don't you have a look?
No.
Yes.
I like to see it like this.
I see.
Very tempting, isn't it?
Well, surely you could have a little peek. What's the worst that could happen to you, noble sir?
The worst could have happened to me is what happened to the young lad who brought it down to me. The one sobbing in the corner holding his hand. What was his hand?
You're not really encouraging us. Why do we want to bet for a box that we could take our hand off?
Oh, it's very funny to have around. I heard you were laughing.
Well, how about 25 gold? Seeing as it might take your fingers off and it's only something to look pretty.
Yes, it's a liability to you. We'll take it off your hands.
Firstly, do you want the cards or do you want to play with the cups?
The cups.
Cups, okay. Interesting. You get 3 chances to locate
Yes.
the ball.
Right. I think I will use Lucky Charm to make us pick the right one. Behind my back, I'll invoke it.
Ah, right.
I'll invoke Lucky Charm.
You broke. Okay. Now, all we need to do is place it over and move it around. So, raise it.
The one nearest your left hand.
This one?
That one. No.
And you said we get 3 goes at it.
You do, not with each one though. It was this one. Look at there. Oh, you weren't paying attention. Right, okay.
You're far right.
By far right. This one here.
Yes.
Oh, no, look, nothing there. No, not that one. It was this one. No, no.
What happened to the Lucky Charm?
Right.
Gotta put it on.
Eric, you have to put it on your neck.
Invoke it.
It's on the neck,
Oh,
Eric.
you wear it.
Okay. Last chance.
Eric, you pick this time.
Okay. Center.
Yeah. No, not there. Oh, TV! Never mind. It was there all along. Oh, you poor things. Let's tell you what we can do. We can play another game.
All right.
25 is mine. Thank you very much. We can play with the cards.
Oh, cards.
Yes. You like cards? I like cards. My name is Forsyth, by the way.
I know your name.
First name Friedrich.
Right. For this one, I shall do it for 10 gold coins.
Well, that's more reasonable.
Oh, okay, good. That's nice and reasonable. Good. And then the next game, if you get it wrong, it will be the same 10. How's that sound?
What's the game?
Well, let's say, oh, hang on. Now, the girl, you in pink. You in pink. Yes, for the hood. I've seen you before.
Have you had dealings with the cook then?
Yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have. I don't like the cook very much. Is he your boss, is he?
He is, and he's rather interested in that box.
He's interested in it. He's not getting it. That has made the price go up a little bit higher. 15 gold coins to win it off me.
Fine.
You have 15 amongst you.
I do. But I would know that if the cook hears that his errand girl was swindled, he may not like who swindled her.
I'm not scared of you or the cook.
You seem to be.
I'm not while my fellow over there is guarding. Right, so I shall lay down 6 cards. Oh, we'll make it 5. There we are. We'll make it 5. Because I'm feeling kind. Now, I shall take a 6th here. Now, all you need to do is tell me whether the next card is higher or lower than the previous card. First one is a 7.
Ooh. Lucky 7.
That's 7.
So is this one higher or lower than the 7?
Lower.
Lower.
Do face cards count as higher or lower?
They would be higher.
All right, should we take a vote on it?
I need a spokesman amongst you.
There we go.
Would ace be 1 then?
An ace? There aren't any aces.
Hmm.
No aces. These are tarot cards.
Ah.
You have spades, you have cups, you have the pentacle, and what's the other? Swords. You have 1 to 12, and then you have the knight, the prince, the king, and the queen.
It would be likely it would be lower then.
Lower.
All right, I'm with Nell.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Okay, Nell, you are the spokesperson for the gamblers.
That's fine.
Lower. It is low. It is a 6.
Ah, well done.
6, well done. Now, is this going to go higher or lower?
The 6.
The 6.
Probably.
It's going to be higher.
Here. You all agree?
Much higher.
Much higher. Yes. It is not. It is the same. It is the same. However, luckily for you, that means you can carry on.
Okay.
So, the next one, higher or lower than a 6?
I'm gonna stick with higher.
Higher.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
10. 10.
Very good.
Of cups.
Yeah.
Your cups are running over. So, you have 2 more to go.
Probably lower than a 10. I would have thought.
Low.
Lower. It is another 10.
Oh.
That's fine. You can have that.
Strange.
Finally, higher or lower than the 10?
Higher.
I'm gonna keep it lower.
I'm with Nell on that one too.
Yeah.
All right, lower.
Lower. It is the page. It is higher.
But if we have 2 10s together, that's 20, isn't it?
No, the page would be, it's the equivalent of, I think, 11. So, unfortunately, your gold is mine.
How much did you say? 25? 15? I can't remember.
15.
15.
However, if you don't have any money, you could always gamble for something else.
I reckon you gamble the magical red glass that we got from John last week.
Oh, good idea. I've got some right here.
It's very special.
Would anyone want it?
Yes,
Hello.
they would love it.
Okay, I quite like those. I will take. How many of you have?
I have.
I have 1.
So 3 of us? 4 of us?
I've got 1.
They are
I've
very
got 1.
bloodstone. They're very valuable.
And pretty.
I shall take those.
We gotta bet all of them, all 5.
Not all in one turn, surely. They're way too valuable.
No, they're not that valuable. But I like them.
Yeah.
All right,
I will have those.
we're gonna put up all 5.
Yes, that's right.
All right, all
Right.
5.
So your first card is a 10.
Yeah, Toflin, I agree, lower.
The next card is a 7.
Ah, well done. Who's good with math? It's not me.
So, before 7, it would be 65432. After would be 8, 9, 10 page queen.
Actually higher than.
Pig.
That's about even, really.
Oh, knight as well. The knight and the king and the queen and the page.
Yes. I believe it would be higher then.
It is higher. Page of wands. You know, wizards amongst you, you'd like that kind of thing. Higher or lower?
What is that? Eight of wands. Eight of wands.
Age of wands.
King. Lower.
It's lower to 3. Thank you very much.
What do we get if we win?
You get the
This box.
Box.
Okay, all right. Just checking.
Preemptive, that.
Higher then.
Yeah.
Is another 3.
Mm.
For you?
Wash then.
Finally.
Higher?
Higher.
Must be higher.
Here.
Must be.
An 8.
Oh, what?
Damn you all!
Yes.
I'll be taking that box then.
Well, you got our pretty stones.
Well, Forsyth, you did clean us out.
You keep your stones as Venetian glass. It's quite nice if you know the right buyer.
Well, if it's Murano glass, it's good Venetian glass.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you know your glass. Well done. Yes, indeed.
All right. Gonna carry
Now, before you go with my box, I'll tell you one thing.
What?
Every one of you is marked. No one wins from Forsyth and gets away with it. I will remember you and your names.
So how do you encourage people to come back for additional games and to lose more money if you're marking us after our first win?
Good one.
I thought this was the eminent gambling establishment for the town. You're not going to get much repeat business if you're going to mark everyone that wins.
Because they have to come back.
Yeah, and why are we going to come back if we're marked? What encourages me to come back if I'm a marked man? Why am I going to come into an establishment that's marked me?
If you do not come back and gamble, you'll lose more than your money.
I'll be back. How do you know our names, Forsyth?
I
As
have
sewer
my
songs do spread faster.
Sometimes the birds can sing so sweetly.
All right, can we take the box and go then?
Yes.
Get the box and go.
Please.
That and go. Yes.
Mr. Forsyth, honest Johnny, I don't want to get on the wrong side. Don't go. I don't want to get on the wrong side of you, boss.
Sorry, John.
Let's just take the box and go. Let's just take the box and go.
Let's go. With Toflin.
I've got it under my cloak.
All right, Nell's
Before you go, have you not noticed there was that door to the side being guarded?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It does seem that he has been taken, but he's taken his way up to get a drink, I think. So we have a small amount of time, possibly, if you're fast, to find a way through that door and find out what is there.
To the door.
Have a look.
Is the guard still there?
Could be quite
Very much
risky.
so.
Can I use my tracking wand to see what's beyond the door?
Maybe you can use your invisibility spell on him.
Well,
yes, Rolo.
Let's volunteer one thing of Zosha's at a time, shall we? I want to. Is this wand going to show us what's behind the door?
Doesn't it only show footprints?
Well, look, you can cast it upon the ground if you like.
All right, then.
You can give very strict orders. He's looking at you rather shiftily, so I wouldn't do anything too obvious.
Well, I mean, I've got the keep calm spell. That could keep him calm. He could kill us more calmly.
Oh, well, okay, well you might better keep... Yes, indeed. He will just kill you calmly. So,
Can we
any
not
other ideas?
Can we not distract him for a moment?
Yeah, maybe knock a drink.
Oh yeah, give him a drink.
I got a horrible sense he's had his tongue cut out.
He must be very thirsty.
I don't think he's going to be very talkative.
I will say it wasn't me, and we'll move on.
Right, well, look, there are, I hate to say it, but there are people who are skilled at this kind of thing. Are there not amongst you?
What, sneaking past him?
Have we got a rogue? Does a rogue, would you like my spell? Someone.
I would love it.
All right, now I'm going to give it to you. Here, ready?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, right, now if you cast it, now he will not be able to see you. Do I need to know what you are going to do to this guard? Or should I best not ask?
Well, I don't want to start a war.
Well done.
So...
If I pour him a drink, you get behind
I'm going to pick his pocket, see if there's a key for the door.
Pick his pocket? Okay, right, you cast a spell and he cannot see you. I hope you're particularly light-fingered. Okay, right, you managed to get through his pockets, but there's nothing in there. I did not think they'd give him a key. Or maybe the door doesn't have a key.
No, just try pushing the door.
I'll open the door then.
Hold on a second. What will be the consequence if that door suddenly opening? And the rest of you standing there watching.
Well, they'll see you. It's only good against that guard.
Maybe just knock him out?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Well, he's good at that.
Right, well, I think we had an action there.
Yes,
I believe.
Yes, I knocked him.
Right, yeah, well, he's quite thick-skinned. Can you do it again? He hardly noticed that time.
You probably need someone who's quite good at knocking people out.
No, right. Hold on. He's obviously very slow, but it has seemed to have worked. Well done. Excellent. Okay, well,
Late reaction.
No. Fantastic. Oh my goodness me! No! This is drinking. That is Drinkity Tower. This is not. But at least we have the box. Indeed. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Well, at least we got this. But I'm not going to allow you to go into Drinkity Dungeon just willy-nilly. Okay, it is a very, very dangerous place.
Excuse me, Professor, you're being a little bit inconsistent here. Check the door, don't go in it.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's behind it, but I didn't want you to go into the dungeon. Okay, so I have
we know there's a dungeon behind it, which we didn't know before.
Not just any old dungeon. That is Draco Deep Dungeon.
Yeah, very bad.
Was that where Starmore was surveying?
Starmore.
That's exactly where Starmore was.
Yeah.
Right, well, at least we know there is a one access point there. Okay, so they deep in the heart of Threatlord Town. That's a little bit worrying, I think.
Yes.
Explains a lot, though.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. People being dragged away in the middle of the night, probably to here.
Yes.
Do you think possible that he meant it when he said we're marked men and women?
Yes, I suspect when you leave, eyes will remember who you are. And they may follow you back and perhaps persuade you to come there again and gamble.
That's not going to be good for my business.
Well,
no. Persuade us, inverted commas, right?
Oh, hang on. Morgan, did you not say that people go in and they don't come back? Maybe they are being forced into the dungeon.
I suspect they are.
Jack, was Starmore a gambling man? Do you know?
He was more of an experienced man.
Morel, did you know that Starmore ever gambled at the Wizard's Tower?
I've never known him particularly
to throw a few runes here and there frivolously. Though every wizard's items, fetishes, and predilections are their own, but I've thrown dice with Starmore a few times.
Okay, well, that is a little worrying then, if that's how he ended up in the dungeons. It might not be true, though. He might have just found another way. Yes, there are ways in the woodland as well, in Weirding Wood. Rollo, I believe you found a place which possibly goes into, and a few of you, Joshua and also Azzy as well. You found, and Eric, you found an access in the Weirding Wood, did you not?
Oh, yes.
I think so. Not that I like the Weirding Wood very much, but it's weird.
Well, it's not everyone's taste.
Oh, the underwater river. I mean, underground river.
Cabin system. Does it link up with the dungeons, you think, Professor?
Oh, absolutely. It's an absolute warren down there. You know, you'll find entrances all over the place. This is possibly why Starmore wanted to go there and possibly find, I don't know, ways in, ways out, and possibly the secrets of it. So this might be something you would do another day.
Aye.
Exactly. I'm not sure we should go back through the Merry Pig way, though.
No, I think would.
Not unless we have to.
We're looking for the enchanters there. You know the legends of the enchanters.
Yes. Well, I suppose that there is one advantage of the Merry Pig. At least they know of you, and you know you might gamble, so you have a legitimate reason for going there.
Aye.
Okay, so if you maybe were prepared, you might be able to deal with the situation faster. You know a possible way of getting it. You might need to get John to give you a better password. And John.
Which
as well.
John? John Swede or?
Well, I think amongst those who talk in the shadows, perhaps you can find Renfield as well.
Yeah.
You might be able to find some things as well that might enable you all to get in.
If it's any help, and I mean, I could appreciate John's, it can get confusing. Just call me honest from here on.
Okay.
My line of work is, let us say, a little bit this, a little bit that. Smuggling goods in and smuggling goods out. And it means I know a thing or two about tunnels, if you get the drift. Now, seeming's I'm on the wrong side of the crows from hanging out with you lot. If it's all right with you, and Harry, I hope you'll vouch for me.
I can vouch for you, sir.
Good man. I'll stick with you till all this business with the crows has settled down. If that's all right, and in return for helping you, I'll help you find your way through tunnels and such like, if you need it. What do you say?
Seems like a fair trade to me.
Professor, might I send Kit to check the caverns, scout ahead?
Oh, I don't think that's I'm not sure whether your fox would particularly like it down there. I mean, of course, they dig very far, but this is very deep. I would hate to lose him.
Can we not use the tracking one?
Of course you may. Yes, I mean, that will track. It will track footprints, though.
Right. That's
so
fine.
Whose footprints are you going to track to see how to get down there?
We have one person we know went down there.
Well, it was Starmore. Okay, well, did you track while you were in there, Zosha?
No, we didn't.
Oh, well, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Never mind. Okay, well, maybe another time. Now, for the moment, what I'd like to do, I'm going to send you to the library.
Okay.
Because I think there is some unfinished business and certain things that you might need to ask Professor Wolfenden.
Yes.
So for the moment, I'll send you there, and when he is ready, he will call for you. All right? Well, you might want to discuss Doctor, what you may want to talk to him about.
Absolutely.
Specifically, possibly, something that might have happened in the vault.
Yeah, when you took the bloodstone back, Doctor.
Absolutely.
Doctor, you seem quite interested in that box I've acquired. Perhaps
yes, sir.
An appraisal on that, a price perhaps. Would you be interested?
I believe the price you mentioned was medical care, which is a price I'll happily pay, though you should be warned I am not a medical doctor. But this we can discuss at a later date. First, let me catch you all up on what has happened during the week. When we returned the bloodstone that was turning people into lycanthropes, supposedly, I brought the stone to the professor to keep safe, so to keep it out of nefarious hands. He put it in his special vault here at the library clock tower, only to find that some of the lesser used books had suddenly become more used. Some very safe books that I am uncertain what the contents there are of. I've been led to believe that no one has access to this vault that is not authorized by the Professors Guild, or the Wizards Tower, or the Professor Wolfenden himself. But
are you sure of this? Are you sure of this?
This is what I've been told. I look forward to asking what the contents of these books are and who has access and how one can gain access.
You cannot. You are not a professor.
Excuse me, I'm a doctor, sir.
Well, but you're a professor, Professor Morel.
Yes, I wish I could know more of this. My, shall we say, livelier experiments have kept my attention for the last 2 months since my last jaunt out with a merry band of misfits. Our excursion to the Merry Pig was the first time I've had as an opportunity. Quasimore can vouch for me in that regard. But there are many arcane scrolls and dastardly tomes. Interesting, sure, not even I know what lies within all of them. And certainly Quasimore has ordered many of them sealed. We must speak to Wolfenden and discern what's happened. If one of these deadly treaties or cruel codices has been unbound or perhaps perused by a villainous eye or a sneaky thumb, then we might have let something far worse than Drakedeep out into the world. But yes, to Professor Wolfenden.
Absolutely. And I believe it behooves us to be fully versed.
Library of Threat Lord Town is Professor Wolfenden. There is very little he doesn't know about this land and the secrets it holds. If you have any questions, don't be shy to ask. He is very helpful most of the time.
You lot again.
Yeah, well, Doctor.
What?
Hello, Professor.
Hello.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Yes.
Doctor,
How can I help? I'm busy.
Sorry, Professor, don't mean to take up any more of your time. However, we do have some questions concerning the vault where the Bloodstone is being kept and the less than dusty books that were found inside. Could you tell us more about that, sir?
Well, what do you know already?
Well, what we know is that there are books that had not been touched that were suddenly touched, and they might be very, very dangerous.
Okay,
And
they are down in the vault for a reason, because they are supposedly kept away from people like you. Okay, only the professors are allowed to touch them. Only the professors who have the say from Quasimore specifically. Certain professors are not allowed to touch them. I cannot say their names here, unfortunately. Now, the tomes that are touched, not taken, they were not taken, they were only touched and looked at. They contain information that is altering for the fabric of magic. And the reason I'm being difficult is this is not knowledge that you should know.
Can you tell a wizard?
Or a witch?
Yes, not public, you know, and not you. Okay,
Wizard.
Only read. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, can you tell a wizard or a witch? We've got plenty of those, I think.
Professor, perhaps it behooves you to tell these arcane enthusiasts and fans of our arts the likely contents and nature of some of these dire tomes, so they fully understand the gravity of what they investigate.
Morel, you know very well what they are, and why I'm skirting around, why you're taking a gleeful pleasure in trying to get the information out of me.
I merely ask out of peer review and curiosity.
Okay, they are books on necromancy.
Oh. All right, then.
Necromancy, you say? Well, that's very interesting. We perhaps might have someone who knows a bit about necromancy.
I volunteer Professor Morel.
Ah, and then some enthusiasts here too, interested in such arts.
Henrik,
myself,
I
My area of study, that's true, but
Henrik, of course.
Can we not use the word enthusiast? It means you're enthusiastic about it. I'd rather...
Well, apprentices then.
Yeah, that's it. That's better.
Ah, yes.
Apprentice, yes. Because of my affinity for talking to the spirits, that was the area I was recommended an apprenticeship under. Enthusiasm is not the right way. It's more, I happen to I have a talent, I may as well specialize in it, but I'm also aware that sometimes necromancy can end in you getting your face eaten, and I'm very pro not having my face eaten.
Okay, now, one thing I can tell you is that anything that is found by the pupils or anyone else in the tower is kept there. Okay, whether it's good or bad, we have to keep it. Knowledge is valuable, whether it be used for good or bad or evil. We need that information to maybe safeguard us in the future. This is why the bloodstone was taken there. The bloodstones are for those who are not present at the last week's interesting adventure. Is something that can change a person's makeup, make them more bestial. It was used by the Shadow King and Baba Yaga to poison the water, the very water that we all drink. Luckily,
And
that
also
was
wolves.
by you. Now, any other questions? Doctor, you had something that you wanted to tell me.
Before I get into that, though, back to this vault, who specifically has access to this vault, to where they do not have to check? Is it purely the professor?
There are about 80 professors. Now,
Fair
some
enough.
of them are at the tower. Some of them are on expeditions. Some of them are missing.
What is the one we're looking for specialise in?
Who?
Strathmore, Starmore, whatever his name is.
Starmore?
Starmore.
Yeah.
Technically, he would have permission.
Ooh. Interesting.
But it wasn't his area. He was very into nature and using the cycles.
All nature has an end.
In many
to it.
ways, he was almost a witch in his outlook.
Would he look a bit like a druid, or do you think people would think of him as a druid?
Oh yes, I mean possibly he did wear a lot of robes.
Because I've heard rumours. I've heard rumours from the villagers of Winchester,
yeah,
of an old druid being spotted deep in the forest.
I too have heard this rumour.
Yeah, he apparently looks old and shabby looking, but then.
Well, that'd be our Starmore then. He's old and shabby looking.
Oh,
but he's not a necromancer.
Certainly is not.
No, but he fits into the druid category.
A part of the natural cycle as much as life and growth.
I haven't seen him round my stones recently.
Now, one thing I can tell you, we did do some scrying, and we tried to look back at the moment that those books were touched.
What
And
do
we
you see?
Or rather, we could not see what was doing it.
Do you think the scrying was deliberately obscured by someone? Would they have cast a spell or something
No,
like
I
that?
do not mean that. Let me
Yeah.
finish, Rollo. They moved by themselves. These books, these pages, were flipped as if something invisible was moving them.
A spirit, perhaps?
Or a
Perhaps
spell.
being strong.
I've got a question. How many people saw this happen? Was it just you?
Well, it was me doing my scrying. Yes, I could see, and it was just
So
myself.
it was just you alone doing the scrying.
I am experienced at it, yes.
Oh, right. So does it not stand to reason that this person could have used a very well-worn invisibility spell that only had one charge left to hide?
No, it was something else.
Interesting.
It was something else.
It was not that.
Okay, it had no physical form. Now, if you're made invisible, you still have the physical form.
Ah, too bad.
Now, one possibility. Are you all aware of your astral spirit?
Yes.
No, not really.
I still wrote to our physical bodies.
Indeed. Okay, now it is possible to project your astral body into a form that, if you're powerful enough, can move items.
It's highly unpredictable and difficult, though. Very unstable.
It is very much like controlling a dream, which is, of course, very hard. Now, controlling that dream and then entering it and then changing that dream is what astral travel is about.
Hmm.
Now, there are two forms. There is the one where you go into the dream world and control things, and the other form is when you go in your dream spirit, your astral spirit, into the physical world. That is where you can control things.
You dream reality, basically.
That was very strange.
Now, is there anything else you want to discuss with me? Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Real quick. A few nights ago, I was awoken up in my tower lab. There was a strange buzzing or a humming noise happening, and I swear, between the cracks of the floorboards, there was a strange light happening. Now, I did not clock the time, but it was in the wee hours. Did you experience anything? Do you remember anything happening around between midnight and 2:30 in the morning a few nights ago?
Well, I do stay awake quite a long time, but no, I do not know about anything like that.
Something strange happened to me.
Anything else we should know about? So you hear a buzzing? Is that all?
Oh, it was a buzzing and a humming and a brief flash of light.
Well, you didn't say the light. Okay, the light. Anything else we should know about where you were staying?
Well, was the owl visiting that night, is what I'm saying. Did this coincide? Or?
Yeah, I do remember Oliver was there. So it must have been around 11 o'clock.
I know you are experimenting with, I think, what is some electro currents, lightning and things like that. Was it maybe one of your experiments misfiring? Or?
Is possible, but highly unlikely. The battery I'm working on does not produce that big of a charge yet.
Right, now, I think it's quite late now, so maybe you could take some volunteers from here to go up there and maybe set a vigil, a watch.
Would love that. I love hosting people in my lab. Get to show them what real science is like.
Who is willing, or who would you like to invite?
All are welcome. Just know my lab is not huge.
I can see it's quite messy behind you there. But,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will have to tidy up quite a bit.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, we've been spying for 2 weeks. I don't think it should be us.
Well,
other questions? Any other questions before I go and let you go to the good doctors?
I've got a question.
Yes.
You sound like you're very smart, sir. Very smart indeed.
I'm not smart. I just happen to have the world's knowledge at my fingertips.
Well, I kind of got a bit of a question here, you see, because something strange has been happening where I work. The graveyard. Some bodies have been disappearing.
Is that why you've been low on materials?
Huh? No, I don't have too much interest in the bodies, more the holes, you see. Good for hiding contraband, if you get me drift.
How many bodies have been taken?
Quite a few. Now, usually, I'll rattle a few chains, scare the curious folk off, you know, keeps them well away from where we've got our stash in the graveyard. But someone seems to be playing me at my own game. The bodies have been mysteriously disappearing. Ones that have been freshly buried too. And all this talk of necromancy. I wondered if you've got any words for me on this, anyone?
I have no words whatsoever.
I could always go and have a look, perhaps. It's something I can at least see if I can sense anything.
Can he be trusted, Harry?
I think so, don't you?
Then I'll take you up on it.
It's not a bad idea to send our spiritual man there to go and see if he can sense something. Henrik, is that okay? Can you go and do that?
Happy to.
Maybe a vigil. Maybe do that tomorrow night. Tonight, I think you should spend some quality time with a good doctor. Maybe, because he is not skilled in the magical gift, maybe you'll be able to see other things that he cannot. I believe that some of you have already communicated with this owl that he has.
Oliver.
Happy to go. I'd love to meet the owl.
Okay.
I've talked to Oliver in the past. I think I should probably go home. It's been far too long spent time in the tower.
That is fine. That is fine.
Tower Toflin. I'll try to speak with Oliver.
Okay, until then, I'll bid you a goodbye.
I'll better pop round with that box then, Doctor.
Please do. The more the merrier.
Very good.
All are welcome in my laboratory. Learn a thing.
Well then. And
I'm going to stay in the castle.
very good, Renfield.
Renfield, you've not got any bodies around you, have you?
What?
You've not got any bodies around you, have you?
No bodies here. Not anymore.
And that night, something very strange happened to all those that stayed up in the attic, in the tower.
Oh. Oh, dear.
We continue.
Hey! Well, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.